My next guest, you could say, is set to become a groundbreaker in boxing. 18-year-old Charanpal Singh from Albury in the West Midlands is thought to be the first baptised Sikh to compete in an official amateur boxing contest. It's after a ban on boxing with facial hair in Britain was lifted last year. And Charanpal joins me now. Good morning, how are you?
Good morning, thank you. I'm very good, thank you.
Keeping fit?
Yep, keeping fit.
Always?
Yeah, always.
Are you currently preparing for a fight at the moment?
I'm just waiting for my head coach to come back from holiday, and then once he's come back, then but I'm still preparing. I'm always ready and fit.
Why is he allowed to go on holiday and you're not?
I'm not too sure, to be honest.
Tell me what weight category you're at as well.
I'm around about 55 kg, so I think that's super bantamweight as far as I know of. Yeah.
Okay, and you had your first amateur fight recently. Was it earlier this month?
Yeah, it was this last week Friday, sorry.
And how did it go?
Yeah, it was good. I won via first round TKO.
That's good. Always a good start.
Yeah, and I felt good. Like I had no there was a lot of pressure on me at the time, but I just tried to literally just kept saying to myself, just go with the flow, and it's not in my control whatever the situation is, and just give it 100% really.
And did you know the fighter you were going to fight, or?
Now with amateur boxing, you literally just find out there and then usually.
Yeah.
So I found out like a few hours before the actual bout, and it was all right, not too bad. Yeah. That's
good. Yeah, and all friends and family were all out in attendance as well.
Yeah, I had a lot of support. Like over say around 100 people or so.
Oh, nice. And are you from a family of boxers, or is it something that you got into when you were young just by yourself, or is it something that you wanted to pursue because a brother or a relative or you were inspired by someone?
Well, I've always been around, like, my family's not into martial arts so much, but they've always, like, because I used to go to the Gurdwara and do, like, Gatka, which is like a Sikh martial art, and I used to do, there's this organisation called Lions MMA.
Oh yeah.
And I used to do like jiu-jitsu and different types of martial arts with them at a younger age, but it wasn't nothing like high level, but like it was just something I enjoyed. I've always enjoyed it really.
Okay. And then what age did you start taking boxing seriously?
So it's quite recent, to be honest. So around about 2 years, a year and a half.
Oh yeah, that's not a long time then.
Yeah, not a long time really. So, and how I got into that was because we used to go to the temple, like one of the local temples, and that they had a boxing club. So I started boxing there, and me and my friends used to go just for like and learn how to do it, and then we started to pick it up, and then one of my mates said, "Oh, why don't we just go to this amateur boxing club called Burrdeep Amateur Boxing Club?"
Yeah.
Then we decided to go there, and then later on, we went there, and then later on, as we started to get high level and getting at the level to compete, we found out there was a beard ban, and so then that took us off our trails, and yeah.
And how long did that sort of derail you for?
Well, we still carried on training, but then obviously I had an injury as well at the same time, around that time. So this was around February time or so. And it took us around about 2 months or a month or so. And yeah.
How surprising was this for you? You probably thought, well, hang on, I've just come here to box. I didn't realise that my facial hair would be an issue.
Yeah, it was really surprising because obviously we had no idea about this, and we was confused about the fact how it affected boxing in the first place. But obviously, there was a doctor called Dr. Burrdeep Singh who actually got this derailed the myth, to be honest. Yeah.
And once you obviously found out that this ban was lifted, then that surely obviously meant that you've got an opportunity to fulfill your career ambitions. But I suppose there are many boxers out there who were probably told that they couldn't box or couldn't have a career in boxing.
Yeah, it's true, and it actually affects your lifestyle, because boxing is a lifestyle, and you put it into your lifestyle. So the people who may have not had the opportunity I have now due to like Sikh PA, Lions MMA and Sikh Ethos actually overturning the ban and from England boxing and other people who haven't had got this opportunity, it would change their lifestyle. So it's a big factor in it.
Did your family ever say to you, don't bother, why do you want to get into boxing?
They've always been supportive, whatever I've been doing, to be honest. Obviously, they don't like see me getting punched in the face or anything, but
I don't think anyone would like that.
yeah. But they've kept me. They know it's a good lifestyle, and you have to eat the right diet and be in the gym a lot of the time, and you're around good company. So yeah. So they've been supportive about it, to be honest. Yeah.
So when you're in proper training, give us a breakdown of your diet and your fitness regime.
So okay, on like say Monday, I do like one session which is boxing, which is the boxing day, and then Tuesday I do like running in the morning, so around about 5 kilometers, which is 3 miles, with sprints in between, and then in the evening I do a boxing session on the Tuesday, and Wednesday I do just one boxing session. Then Thursday, I'm back to the same routine as Tuesday, and then Friday, I do a light jog in the morning, and then boxing in the evening, and then I try and fit in either Saturday and Sunday one gym session.
And then what about your diet as well? Because a traditional South Asian diet, I can't imagine pakore, roti, and some oily curries are going to be top of the agenda.
Yeah, it's just literally, obviously not buttery stuff like put butter on everything, but have dal and sabji, but it's more like healthier, not like loads of oil and butter and everything in it.
Is it hard at home when you say to mum, I can't eat that stuff? And she's like, you've been eating it since you're a boy, you'll eat it.
Yeah, it's true, it is hard, yeah. Well, yeah. It's got to be done, innit?
And what about some of your role models and inspiration? Did you look up to the likes of Amir Khan or people like Floyd Mayweather over in the States? Who inspired you when it comes to boxing?
Boxing, yeah, like Lomachenko.
He's unreal, isn't he?
He's unreal. He shows that there's actually a science to boxing, and his movement. He's
an artist, isn't he?
He's an artist. Like in the ring, he's just flowing, and it's just he's amazing. He's showed that your mind. It's like he's obviously ain't got the like some physical advantages or nothing. It's just his mind, and it's just crazy, yeah. And
he fought for so many years as an amateur as well, didn't he?
Yeah, exactly, and that shows how much you need your amateur career.
So it's a long learning process. You're not someone who's going to be like, right, I want to turn pro in a couple of years and start making money. You're in this for the long haul, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm in this for the long haul because I know you need the experience. You need to learn adversity and like ups and downs and so on. So yeah, that's why I wanted to be in the amateur career, a long amateur career.
So have you heard of the boxer from Canada, Burrdeep Singh Nagre?
Yeah, I've heard of him. Yeah, how he got the rule overturned in Canada.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, just tell our listeners a little bit about him in case they don't know.
Yeah, so in 2001 he got he was trying to compete, and obviously he came across there's a beard ban, and then he actually went to the courts and so on to get it uplifted, and he was successful in that in 2001 as far as I know of. And actually internationally the rule's still there where there is a beard ban.
Yeah.
Apart from England and Canada. So these are the two places.
Yeah, and that's the thing. He ended up having to sort of take it to the Canadian Amateur Boxing Association because he wanted to maintain his beard because, you know, it's a part of his identity, it's a part of his faith exactly. as well. Is that important to you to show that, you know, you are Sikh and your beard and your facial hair is important to you?
Yeah, most definitely. See, it's a part of my identity. It's who I am. And I'm not going to change myself and my beliefs for like boxing is a lifestyle. However, this comes first for me, and my beliefs and my way of life, my Sikhi, and yeah. So it's a big factor. So I would never change my identity for this.
And Burrdeep Singh Nagre is someone obviously you can look up to as a role model. You should definitely try and get in touch with him and have a chat with him.
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. It'd be on to speak to him about how his journey and how everything happened.
Yeah, I think there's a film it's going to be released as well. It's called Tiger as well. So yeah, do check it
Yeah.
out if you get an opportunity as well. What are some of the ambitions as well? Do you want to obviously go into maybe Olympics, Commonwealth Games? What's the big picture? What's the journey in an ideal world?
In an ideal world, yeah, it would be I would want to get up the amateur ranks, so I want to get Midlands Championships, then obviously then go on to the nationals, and then go on to the the Olympics, and then see how it goes from there. And I want to go up the amateur ranks as high as it can go, really. Yeah.
With a view to turning professional.
Yeah, with a view to turn professional, most definitely.
It's a long journey as well. It's a long slog. How many years do you think you'd need to sort of devote to that? I mean, it's not something you can just do part-time or half-heartedly.
I'd say around, I'm not too sure, because obviously if you put the work in, you can actually get fast tracked, so you can, as long as you put 100% effort in everything you do, you can, you don't know where it can take you. So I'd say roughly, I reckon it's 6 to 5 years or so on. I'm not too sure, to be honest, but awesome. Around about that time.
So when are we going to see you next back in the ring?
I'm not too sure. Hopefully soon.
Would it be something regional as well within the West Midlands?
Yeah, it'd be in with the West Midlands, unless it's a away show, which it'd be for my coach to decide where I would go and how I would compete. Yeah.
Okay, and because I haven't seen you fight, just before you go, tell me a little bit about your style. What sort of a fighter you are?
I like to. I'm good with my movement. I can fight aggressively. I can fight boxing. Like I can box with someone, and I like to slip and slide. And yeah, that's how I like to box. Really, I like to just go with the flow and just take it as it is. Really.
Awesome, Charanpal Singh. Thank you so much for joining us on the big debate this morning. Best of luck, and I hope to be hearing from you, winning medals and titles in the future.
Definitely. Thank you for having me on here.
No, pleasure. Thank you so much.